Suppose we want to study the relationship between woman's cholesterol level and the corresponding BMI. Both of the quantitative variables form a Q-to-Q relationship, and so we would construct the scatter plot. With desmos.com, we could simply copy the two columns and paste it. By default, Desmos will label the first column x sub 1, not just x, but x sub 1, and the second column as y sub 1. So in this case, x sub 1 represents the woman's cholesterol level, and y sub 1 represents the BMI, the corresponding BMI. Each of the BMI number is corresponding to the same individuals. Once we have the scatter plots and we describe it, we see that there might be a linear relationship, and there might be one possible outlier with a positive association. We now will look for the equation of the best fit line. With desmos.com, now that we have a column for x sub 1 and y sub 1, we just simply type y underscored 1 to have y sub 1 showed up, and then tilde a plus b x sub 1. We have the linear equation y equals a is 21.8926 rounded to 4 decimal places, plus b is 0.0159 but rounded to 4 decimal places, 0.0160, and don't forget x. Notice that this equation is the equation of the lines that Desmos drew for us even before we type this equation in. Also, Desmos give us the correlation coefficient R, 0.4818. Since this correlation coefficient is positive, we see that there is this positive association here upward. This number, correlation coefficient R, is in the middle between 0 and 1, so we say that the linear relationship is actually not as strong. It is moderately weak. There might be one possible outlier here. Now, what do we do with this equation? Remember that y represents the woman BMI and x represents the corresponding cholesterol level. What this equation is doing is that we can use it to predict the y value given x. So for example, if we know that a certain woman has a cholesterol level of 400 and we want to predict their BMI, and so we would type 21.8926 plus 0.0160 times 400, where x represents the cholesterol level and y represents the BMI. For a woman with 400 cholesterol level, their corresponding BMI is 28.2926. If we were to grab this point, which is not in the original data set, open the parentheses, 400 for the cholesterol level, comma, 28.2926 for the BMI. This point is on the curve, and it should be, because we use the equation of this line to estimate the BMI, the corresponding BMI for the individual with the 400 cholesterol level.